Good day, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's me again, Teacher Yang. Before we start our discussion, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos. For today's lesson, let's talk about Unit 3, Arts of India, Central Asia and Middle East for Quarter 3. Objectives. At the end of this module, you, as a learner, are expected to analyze art elements, color, line, shape, etc., and principles, texture, proportion, emphasis, harmony, etc. in the production of arts and crafts. Understand how art plays a significant role in the daily life and activities of the people. Describe the unique lines, forms, shapes and colors found in the representative folk arts. Use the different motifs and designs as manifested in representative folk arts. Identify contributions made by the named countries in the field of arts like architecture, painting, and folk arts. Before we proceed to our lesson, let's do the activity 1 Lines and Curves Map of Life. Read the instruction carefully. Lesson 1, Periods of Indian Art. Ancient period, 3900 BCE 1200 CE. Some evidences of the early civilization are bronze and copper statuettes and steatite seals, which show vigor and concern for surface texture as constantly characterized in Indian art. The Ajanta caves of Maharashtra, India are 30 rock-cut cave monuments that date back from the 2nd century BCE to the 600 CE. Including paintings and sculptures considered to be masterpieces of Buddhist religious art, as well as frescoes that are reminiscent of the Sigiriya paintings in Sri Lanka. Classical period, 5th to 6th centuries. The image of Shiva, the destroyer, develop into Shiva the cosmic dance, the four-arm figure, where one hand holds the fire with which he destroys, another holds a drum, which is the first sound heard in the world at birth. The third arm points up in a reassuring gesture and a fourth points down to the dwarf in which he dances. Islamic Ascendancy, 1192 to 1757, or Transitional period. This was the period of evolution from Vedism into Hinduism or Brahmanism. The two great Indian epics, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, emerged in this period. Mogul period, 16th century. Moguls contributed to the enrichment of Indian culture, in painting and in architecture. The most splendid example is the Taj Mahal, built in 1632 by Shah Jahan in memory of his wife. Another great Buddhist monument is the Borobudur in Java, built in the 8th century after the decline of Buddhism in India. Diwali is celebrated by Hindus in India and all around the world in October or November. It is the Hindu New Year and is either a 3-day or 5-day holiday depending on where you come from. It is a very exciting and colorful holiday, where homes are cleaned to welcome the new year and windows are opened so that the Hindu goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, can enter. Hindus believed that she cannot enter a house which is not lit up. So every household burns special Diwali clay lamps, diyas, to light the way for the goddess, which is why the holiday is also known as the Festival of Lights. Lesson 2, Rangoli. Rangoli is one of the most beautiful and most pleasing art forms of India. It is comprised of two words, rang meaning color and avali meaning colored creepers or row of colors. Rangoli, the art of making designs or patterns on the walls or the floor of the house, uses finely ground white powder along with different colors. Numerous households in the Indian subcontinent make use of Rangoli designs for decorating the courtyard of their house. The traditional form of Rangoli made use of designs and motifs based on nature, such as mangoes, creepers, flowers, swans, peacocks, etc. Even the colors in the traditional art form were extracted from natural dyes, like barks of trees, leaves, indigo plant, etc. These days, synthetic dyes have more or less replaced the natural dyes of the earlier times. The materials used in the Rangoli patterns of today give either a very flat appearance or a 3D effect. Rangoli designs include geometric patterns. The swastika, lotus, trident, fish, conch, creepers, leaves, trees, flowers, animals, etc. Lesson 3, Pakistan. Pakistani architecture is divided into 4 recognized periods: pre-Islamic, Islamic, colonial and post-colonial. Around the middle of the 3rd millennium BCE, an advanced urban culture developed for the first time in the region. With large buildings, some of which still survive to this day, like Mohenjo-Daro, Harappa and Kot Diji, which are among the pre-Islamic settlements that are now tourist attractions. Across Pakistan, brightly colored flamboyant trucks painted with images of idealized landscapes. Famous personalities, flowers, and trees turned village lanes, city streets and long-distance highways into a national gallery without walls. A free-form, kaleidoscopic exhibition in perpetual motion. Lesson 4, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. People who inhabited the region of present Uzbekistan was very popular in making printed cloth. Printed tablecloths, curtains, bedspreads, shawls and various coverlets performed utilitarian function and served as a daily round ornament. Uzbekistan ceramics hold a prominent place among the numerous forms of popular applied art. Applied arts in ancient Kazakhstan were part of life's daily routine. Clothing, utility tools, yurts, and horses' saddles were always decorated using nomadic patterns and design. Kazakhstan's visual arts are relatively young. In ancient times, nomads used to draw on rocks and, today, these petroglyphs can be found throughout Kazakhstan. Fine art in Kazakhstan varies in style, direction, and genre. The most captivating work by Kazakhstan artists in different periods can be seen in museums across the country. Tajiks have been making fabrics, utensils, musical instruments, carpets, furniture, jewelry and many other things for many centuries. The art of decorative carving is very important for local residents. Carving is mostly present in architectural monuments, household structures and objects, musical instruments, and souvenirs. When Islam came, Tajik's carving gradually changed to Arabian inscriptions using images of people and animals, while some carvers prefer vegetative, geometrical patterns. In architecture, ornaments in the form of lotus, tulips, and other flowers are more common. Lesson 5, Turkmenistan and Kyrgyzstan. The most unique and beautiful carpets in the world are produced by Turkmenistan and depends upon its shape and purpose. Carpet weaving is an ancient art, and each tribe developed its own distinctive pattern. The traditional arts include felt manufacture, jewelry making, woodwork, ceramics, and silverwork. Turkmen carpets have been traditionally woven out of wool, cotton, and silk by women, using horizontal looms. The method of weaving has been modernized, but the beauty and quality of the fabrics remains. Turkmenistan is also the source of kitani, a homespun silk that is used for the beautiful dresses worn by Turkmen women on special occasions. The embroidery uses different patterns that are as unique as a family seal. Lesson 6, Arts and Crafts of the Middle East. The Middle East is rich in cultural heritage, and this is clearly evident in the variety and quality of regional arts and crafts. Typical artistic forms from the region include embroidery, ceramics, wood carving, inlaid wood designs, calligraphy, hammered metalwork, blown glass works. Although these are some of the most acclaimed art forms contributed by the Middle East, the Middle Eastern aesthetic can be seen in almost any product from the region, even including such things as handmade soap from Syria or Lebanon. Let's do the individual activity. Read the instructions carefully. That's all. Thank you for joining today's class. Have a nice day.